Hey guys, what's going on? Frost here, coming at you today in Escape from Tarkov. And today we have a lot of news to cover. As you can see already on screen, we have a new AS VAL tweeted by Nikita here. Just looking absolute sick. You know, I really love the detail of this. Not really sure if this is based on a real VAL or not, but nonetheless, looks super sick. Can't wait to get my hands on this and try it out. If you do have to get it probably at like level 4 proper or something, and it will probably be very, very expensive. So that's probably the downfall of this gun right here. But then we go ahead and jump over here to some more news. We have more trader level 3s that are unlocked. We have Peacekeeper, Skier, Mechanic, and Ref. If you do have the unlock criteria, you can get those to level 3 now. Make sure you stick around till a little bit later in the video. I'll be reviewing the level 3 shops for these traders here, and I'll be kind of pointing out some of the most notable items so that if you want to go for a particular trader first, you will kind of know right off the rip what to expect and which one to prioritize. So our last post here before I jump into game and also on the wiki to show you the level 3 shops. Basically, there's a new community digest that came out here, and a lot of this is kind of not really too useful except for the bottom portion here. So new, basically update news for the upcoming patches in August. So as you can see here, there will be the end game event in August for the main game, balancing changes and quality life improvements. Hopefully this includes being able to deposit items into a module in your hideout towards that upgrade, instead of having to hoard so many items, like so many e-motors and car batteries and just all those bulky items like tool sets and stuff like that. So hopefully that is included here in these improvements. Shoreline and ground zero optimization, something that some of you guys might be excited for. It looks like Arena will finally be available to be synced up with PvE, so you'll be able to utilize Ref while playing Arena, and I guess be able to do transfers and things like that with PvE now. So I know a lot of people have been looking forward to that. And then also the fall weather season. And then just quickly looking at the Arena side, there will be weapon content, W task. I assume this means weapon tasks, so who knows, maybe there will be new dailies or like special challenges to do for the various different weapons, where you can maybe unlock more rubles or just something, unless if they're fully overhauling how you unlock attachments and things like that. But it'll be interesting to see what these weapon tasks are, or whatever that stands for. Then we just have more synchronization here, the PvE synchronization and quality of life items here. So that's really the most notable thing here from the community digest. All right, guys, here we are in game. I do have Ref level 3 already, but I do not have the other 3 traders level 3, so I figured I'd go ahead and jump in so that we can see the actual prices and also have some news about the cosmetic mask here. So basically, right off the rip here on the level 3 store, we have a 120 pack of PP ammo for 545. It's 104 GP coins. That is very expensive, so I guess it is still kind of pay to win, but with the pricing, it's definitely justified. We have some SS 190s here for 84 coins. And then we have CBJ ammo, so a 50 pack for 114 coins. That is insanely expensive, right? And then we have an M80 pack, only 20 rounds of ammunition for 90 GP coins. And then some SOSTs, a 100 pack for 104 coins. So yeah, guys, I mean, you can get good ammo from Arena, you know, with your GP coins now, but with the price increase being very high now, I do think, you know, it's not terrible, because these ammo packs were so much cheaper before, like last wipe and onwards. They were just so much more cheap, and you could just stock up on ammo for so long. So I think these are very justified, because when you do your Arena dailies, you can maybe get around 100 GP coins a day if you do your dailies. So that's only really one ammunition pack purchase. And I mean, if you're getting 20 M80s, I don't think that's really very broken. So that's good for the ammunition sake. And then really there are some attachments here that are actually very, very, I think, underpriced. I mean, you could get a SE5 grip, which is very, very meta, for only 5 GP coins here. 7 coins for an EOTech sight. And then these Voodoos and Razors are, you know, they're not too pricey either. About, you know, 1 daily, and you can get a Razor or a Voodoo. So that's very good. Again, I would avoid any keys because for some reason a lot of locked rooms are just broken or they just don't have loot in them. I've seen tons of clips of marked rooms. I went to the Labrys and the loot there is just horrendous. So I would not recommend, guys, do not buy any of these keys. Do not open marked rooms. There's just no loot in there, so it's not worth it. It looks like you can get some quads for 150 coins, and then yeah, these Daniel Defense stocks for only 3 and 2 GP coins. That is just so cheap, guys, so cheap. And again, yeah, here's some more weapons in here. They are priced very high, which is good, so that you know you can't just always farm really good weapons. If you have the Battle Pass mask unlocked, the armored mask, you are able to get those now. The cheapest one here is the 19 GP coins. So if you really wanted a armored face mask, I would just run this one to get the most out of your GP coins. And then yeah, the only other notable really good item for the price is probably this U-Lock. I mean, 51 GP coins for one of the best, if not the best, class 4 armor helmet here. And that's not very expensive at all. So yeah, the rest of this here is, you know, you can get a T30 bag if you want. These are just the Battle Pass, ABS, and Alpha rigs. And then we have one more very notable point. If you want to swag out, the masks are now all 1 GP coin. So every cosmetic mask, let me go ahead and show you guys. If I filter by mask, every single cosmetic only balaclava mask is 1 GP coin now, no matter the rarity, no matter how far along in the battle pass it is. So I guess they kind of stealth added this, where they kept announcing the price would be reduced, the price would be reduced, and it was never reduced. You know, there would still be masks for 25 coins. So if you want to swag out, definitely worth you know, getting a mask for 1 coin, and then they insure for about 4 to 5k with fence. So if you want to insure it, you can insure it and just kind of rinse and repeat those. So go ahead and run those masks if you got them. Alrighty guys, now I do not have Skier, Peacekeeper, or Mechanic level 3 yet, so I will have to rely on the wiki here. And also want to just note that the prices here are not accurate for the hardcore wipe, so just every price here will be increased when you do get these items. So starting off with Skier, level 3, nothing really super notable here. Nothing crazy for ammo. I mean, you get some of these AFG foregrips there, which are very good. You get some suppressors and just muzzle attachments that are good. And, you know, really just some random knick-knack items here. Nothing crazy or too notable. Some handguards here that will be good. I believe these plates on the right side are class 4, so maybe another option to get some class 4 plates. You can buy a little RFB. That is a very good budget 7.62 weapon there. And then if you're trying to work on your shooter-born, you could go ahead and maybe get you a DVL or a T5000, and, you know, you can run those. So now moving on to a more exciting level 3 trader, we have Mechanic up here now. Ammo here, not really too notable. I can't tell what all these are, but I know these are the Lugers for 9mm, which is flesh ammo. And then I can't tell what ammunition this is. I know it's not the FMJ SX, so maybe it's the whatever the tier below FMJ SX is. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head here. But looks like really the big scoop here is you can get more magazines. You can get a bunch of different muzzle attachments here, some more suppressors and lights. So really just all the things you would expect, a bunch of attachments, some stocks, you know, rails and handguards, things of that nature. So if we scroll down here to the weapons, you are able to get a M4A1 here without a barter, if you're into that. Get the AK-101s and AK-102s if you're interested in those. And then just some more weapon barters here, nothing crazy. If you complete Shooterborn, you'll be able to get a magazine case to purchase. And yeah, honestly, that kind of wraps it up really for Mechanic. So now probably the trader all of you have been waiting for, Peacekeeper level 3. So he has a lot of goodies, but he is going to be very hard to level up. I believe from what I saw on Reddit, I think you need to spend 77,000 USD. So that is very, very difficult to obtain. It's going to take a while to get, but it is very worth it. As you can see here at the top, you can purchase M855s. You can get the AP rounds for 9mm. You can get the L19 ones for the 5.7 caliber, so you can run that in your P90. Really it notable for ammo. You'll be able to buy M67 hand grenades, which are very good. And then just scrolling through, yeah, just kind of similar to Mechanic here, just a bunch of, extra magazines you'll be able to buy. The AFG grips, some muzzles. You'll be able to get like a Spectre sight, more suppressors, a little bit of MVG action coming in here as well. Some more stocks unlocked. Look like a lot of Mo stocks here, which are very good. And then your Daniel defense stocks as well. So yeah, nothing too crazy here in this section. And then we get to the weapons. So there are a lot of good new weapons in here you'll be able to run. So the 5.56 MDR here, very good, cheap 5.56 weapon to run because you don't need to kit it very well or not kit it well, but you don't have to put that many attachments on it to make it good. You really just a foregrip and like a sight, and if you want to suppress it, and I mean, you're good to go. You don't need to do anything else to modify it there. You have the HK, the SCAR, the AUG if you want to run the AUG where you can actually change the sight out. You got the G36 if that tickles your fancy. You got the MP7, the P90. You have just a bunch of stuff here, guys. We have the M1A if you like the little more DMR style, the SR25. And then we have probably some more, I believe these are just class 4 plates. And then a MMAC, tier 4 armor rig off the rip that you can buy without using a barter if you want to go for that. And then, yeah, another notable thing, for night raids, you'll be able to get this MVG strap here. And then if I scroll back up, we have this guy right here, this MVG here. You can buy it right off the rip, and you'll have a pretty decent set of MVGs to bring in if you do need to do night raids for some type of task. Alrighty, guys, I think that about wraps it up for this video. I think I've been rambling a little bit too long here on the traders. So let me know down below, which trader are you planning to grind for? How far along are you in your trader level grind? Are you still stuck at a lot of level 1s and maybe just a few level 2 traders? Are you a super sweat and you already have every trader level 3, which is just insane, by the way? Let me know down below. I'm curious to know. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and also subscribe to see more future Tarkov news and gameplay. And until next time, take care, guys.